This is a Buildex BX900 25 caliber semi-automatic low velocity powder actuated tool. This is another heavy duty tool that was designed for some extremely tough applications, but this one was designed with one specific application in mind, and that is to attach steel roof decking to the metal framework of buildings, the upper metal rafters. The disc tools that Buildex and Ramset sold were all made by another ITW company in France. That company is Spit, and they have some videos of their more recent tools on YouTube if you want to check them out. To open the disc tool, you'd push this button and lift up the cover. The disc goes in here, and the advance lever operates off the trigger. As I push the trigger, the advance lever comes up. The barrel would come back and hold the disc in place while you're pulling the trigger. It actuates the load, and when you let go, it would allow the disc to spin. I'm going to try to demonstrate how that works. Put the disc in, but I'm not going to close the barrel on it for safety reasons. I'm going to try to hold it with my finger. So the lever would come up, grab the next one, and then spin when the barrel is released. So you fire the tool, the lever comes up as you're pulling the trigger, grabs the load, and when the barrel releases, it spins. Very efficient way to advance the loads, nearly 100%. And I really don't know why nobody has adapted it to a strip tool yet, because it's very effective. Okay, disassembly starts by removing the pawl, the reset pin. I'm using a penny, screwdriver, penny, coin, washer. It's got some damage on it. This tool is pretty beat up, but that's okay. I didn't pay a lot for it anyway. Barrel assembly. Here's the chamber. Nose piece assembly. And the chamber looks to be threaded in from the inside, and it's actually pretty big. Let me pull the piston back. And if you can see down in there, it's all the chamber inside there, and it actually sits into that counterbore in the piston, which is a pretty large piston. The buffer system, piece of steel and a nylon or urethane buffer with another steel insert. Collar that holds the nose piece on. Cocking rod for cocking the firing mechanism. Again, we got a piston ring here, which looks like it may have had some damage because that's a big opening on that piston ring. Turn it around the opposite way of the slot so that those edges don't get caught in the slot. Make sure we'll put these in the right way. Yeah, that's right. Collar, opposite way. That's Here's the disc for the Buildex tool, a red 25 caliber, and here's another disc for the tools. It is also 25 caliber, brown. But you'll notice It's quite a bit shorter than the red. And this was a way to keep the loads out of tools that weren't rated to use a red load. The opening right here was shorter so that the load would hit up here in the front and keep it from going in. Keep them from using that load if the tool wasn't intended for it. And unfortunately, the Buildex tool uses a special pin. I don't have those pins. I attempted to make my own pin and tried it out in the tool. Did not work well. I guess I'll show it to you anyway.